Welcome.
Welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name's John.
And I'm Sarah.
And we thank you for dropping by on Hump Day.
That's right. It's Wednesday today.
And I want to say I'm very thankful today that today was a relatively light news day.
There's been some pretty heavy-duty news days in the last 5 days or more.
Oh, man. And if anybody out there if anybody out there thinks that covering things like the fatalities and stuff is not personal, just go cover them and see what you think.
Yeah,
it's if you're on the scene of some of these things, this is it is personal, and you know instantly what it's doing to people's lives and everything else. And the really sad thing about it is, you know, before the families do, and it's that it's
it just is. But anyway, we don't have that kind of heavy news for you today. We have sort of a couple of Cal Fire stories.
Yeah, burn piles and stuff.
Burn piles. There was a downed power lines in Jenny Lind at Hartfixon Lane in Rancho Calaveras, and caused a fire, and it was a result of two vehicles that downed the power pole, which is actually another sort of repeat performance.
Yeah.
Because the other day in that area, another vehicle hit a downed.
This may be. You know what? I think this may be actually be the Cal Fire report on the same incident that the CHP did the report. I'm guessing. Maybe I'm wrong. I may be wrong.
This is the internet update version, because on the last one it said that there was only one vehicle involved. Let's see here. Let's roll down here.
Does it say two here?
It says two vehicle traffic accident. So it's not the same one.
It's not the same one.
This is a different one. Sorry.
I'm sorry for correcting Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
She's gonna go, John. I know what I'm talking about. Just leave me alone.
Yes. Anyhow.
And don't you ever do it again.
Like that'll happen. Okay. Anyway, vegetation fire, and CDF units responded and took care of that. And then there was another Cal Fire situation as well. Do you have that one up?
Probably.
Somewhere.
I was looking at this one here. Is this for this Friday afternoon? December 7th. Oh, it's an afternoon buffet. It's an afternoon one.
Okay, escaped debris burn pile. There's been a lot of these. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of these lately as well, and this was in Burson, and there was no dollar damage or injuries, but another debris burn pile, and these are on no burn days. So be careful when you're burning, even on burn days, and make sure you check CDF's site to see whether you can burn or not.
And this is kind of our first really on-air type of promo thing. Before, see, you know, the staple of like broadcast, like local radio and stuff is running the contest. We're caller number 9.
That's right.
See, we were really there was a lot of trepidation on doing something like this, because there may not have been
any
9 callers. You know, and this is really embarrassing, right? And this is not, you don't have to call in while we're on the air or anything, but also, Ironstone was gracious enough to email us this afternoon, and they're offering up 10 tickets. So 5 pair of tickets to a lunch buffet.
Hiccup in your giddy up.
Yeah.
With that 5 and 10.
5 and 10. It's the math thing.
It's the math thing.
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
The math thing.
You're a tech guy, not a math guy.
So we have 5 pair of buffet and movie tickets.
Yes. And all you have to do is be one of the first 5
callers. One of the first 5 callers to
the Pine Tree
768 3921.
Yes.
And that is Kim's line.
Oh, she's going to be so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
But that give us a call at 768-3921, and the first 5 will get a pair
of tickets each,
including buffet and the movie.
And tickets are normally $20 per person, and includes, like John said, your ticket into the movie as well as a buffet dinner, free popcorn.
It's not a bad gig.
Not a bad gig. Lunch at 1 and the movie begins at 2.
See, as we grow, we're going to have to start saying that people like employees or other stuff, things like that, are
we're not allowed
eligible.
To call.
Yeah, it's but Here, wait a minute. Where's
That's
my
right.
phone?
Wait, the phone. Yeah. We want to go.
But we want to thank Ironstone. That's
Yes,
a nice.
definitely.
That's a nice thing to allow us to give those away. And
actually, it's Christmas silent movie cartoons. Laurel
Jack
and Hardy's
Frost,
Big
Laurel
Business.
and Hardy.
Jack Frost, Christmas Toy Shop, and a holiday cartoon surprise. So
There
that's
you go.
actually a very cool thing to do.
And it's
Silent
narrated
movies.
by Matthias Bombel of Capital Public Radio.
Very nice.
So it's kind of a little,
That's very
even though it's
highbrow.
cartoons, it's kind
It's
of.
very highbrow.
Can you make Laurel and Hardy? Can you make Laurel and Hardy highbrow?
I don't know.
They can.
Well, they're more highbrow than what are those three guys that all the men like?
Oh yeah.
Them.
Then the Three Stooges.
That's it.
Yeah, it is more highbrow than the Three Stooges.
Yeah, them.
Yeah, them. All right.
Those guys.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah. So if you call
768 3921. The first 5 callers.
you get a pair of tickets.
Yeah. See now that we've heard that there may actually be people out there.
That's right.
We can start
give
doing more stuff
away.
like this. Yeah.
That's right.
Because
That's
before
right.
it was like we'd give stuff. You throw a party and nobody comes,
That's
right?
right. So why throw the party, right? So now you have to tune in all the time. So
We might
never
give
know
you
what we're
free
gonna
stuff.
Do. That's
Woo.
right. Woo! The marketing ploy, right? That's what they call that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually,
There's some kind of like little
some
society
interesting
stories.
little things exactly
Yeah.
that have gone on today. Mark Twain St. Joseph's Auxiliary volunteers raise money for the hospital's wish list, and that's from our new reporter, Bethany Monk. And they were selling handcrafted items during the Christmas bazaar. And let's see if it's still going on. I have to get into that page.
And she has lots of photos as well.
She does,
Yeah.
actually, which is very cool. Actually, it was just today. It was yesterday. From 8 a.m. to 4
yeah,
p.m.
and Mark
Sorry.
Twain, yeah.
But last year the group raised $3,500 for
Wow.
the auxiliary, which is
And that's just all the
very cool thing.
handcrafted stuff from the ladies that are actually in the auxiliary. It's not
Exactly. It's in other hospitals. I think they were called Pink Ladies,
the pink ladies.
but I've never seen Pink Ladies at Mark Twain. But this is the same type of group, actually.
Or the candy stripers, or is that something different?
Candy stripers are the young girls.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
anyhow. So what else do we have in our society?
All right, and this
page?
is the time of the parties and the little soirees and stuff.
That's
and last
right.
weekend, there was a couple of them. Chatham Vineyards had one. We need to get some photos and stuff on when they held theirs and theirs, and also Irish Vineyards
Yes.
held one. It was also a little bit of a fundraiser as well. So. The Wine Club Open House was a huge success. Irish Vineyards Wine Club members' holiday open house was attending were over 100 Wine Club members, all donating far more than 2 cans each. They did it as a canned food drive.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah. Our donation box and barrel was filled with good food and many gifts, and that kind of segues into another piece we're going to do later.
That's
huh?
right.
Yeah.
That's right. It does.
Many gifts are donated for children. Also given were cash donations. We continue to have the donation box available for any drop-offs until December 8th.
Wow.
And a portion of all proceeds made between December 1 and 8th will be given to Santa's Express. So come in and buy your holiday wine and gifts this weekend and help out those less fortunate, says Joan Irish.
Ah,
So not only did they have a nice event, they raised some
they raised
donations
some
for the-
donations and it sounds like some money for
Yeah.
the Santa's Express, which
Santa's
I'm
Express.
actually trying to get to. Let's see here, because Santa's Express this time of the year it really starts to get chugging along, and they are still looking for food and gift items for their boxes that they give out to the people that are less fortunate in our community. And usually the Christmas boxes are filled with food and toys
Right.
and that type of thing. And it's the Human Resources Council and that actually sort of spearheads this. And it is absolutely amazing how many boxes they give out in the community and how the community just rallies around this. So you can either give a cash item or a cash donation, or
And they do need more stuff though
they
this
need
year, don't
stuff. Exactly. Let's see, cash donations are needed along with perishable items, and you would need to call HRC to find out what they actually need. Let's see. Anyone wishing to volunteer should contact Sheila or Shelley, sorry, at 754-6625.
And also segueing over to a little bit of a business piece, we want to introduce one of a new contributor, and he may be doing periodic pieces on economic stuff, and he is a loan officer at Main Street Mortgage. It's Jesse Reagan.
Oh, okay.
And this is a really good piece on reverse mortgages, and it's kind of interesting, is what a lot of people don't know is there's been some changes over the last few years, to where previously, if you did a reverse mortgage, the bank got title, so you were in essence selling your house. That's not the case. Now it's an FDI. Now it's an FDI or a HUD or FHA administered instrument, to where you don't give up title to your property.
Oh wow!
So I think there's some differences in here that make it a lot more attractive to people who So if you're over 30 and
you want the cash out of your house, but you don't want to sell your house. Yeah, this would be the plan. Maybe not for you.
Right, but also on a reverse mortgage product, and that's what this one's about. It's some interesting things, and I think there's some things a lot of people don't really know, or at least most people aren't aware of. Some of the changes.
There's always a lot of changes, it seems, in mortgage and investments and sort of real estate issues, and unless you actually are into that, you just don't know what those changes are. So that is kind of an interesting read, actually.
See, and it may be an opportune time, because if you do the reverse mortgage now, it's before your house loses more money, right?
Let's hope not. Yeah, sure, John. Sure.
Just kidding. Everybody's watching the real estate industry is like, oh, John,
it's actually starting to move
It's
a little bit.
It's leveling out.
It's leveling out and moving a little bit.
We have heard good from most of the real estate people we've talked to the last few weeks. We have heard good things. The traffic numbers are up, and I think it's kind of that confluence of price and opportunity. I think I think we're back.
This is the time
back
to
in
buy.
business again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think in some ways the market's back in business again. The numbers may be a smidgen lower than they were a year ago, but
it's starting to move a little more.
One of the things on this is where we're talking to some real estate people is Calaveras County. If you're comparing it to, and if you're watching down in the valley, I'm sorry. But if you're comparing living in, say, Stockton or Modesto,
it's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying is if we market the county right, shouldn't this market always outperform some of our neighboring real estate markets?
I would think so.
I mean,
that's what I would think.
I mean, you could live in a tract home in Modesto, or you could live for the same price a house up here. It's like, it's a no-brainer.
That's right. It is a no-brainer.
So come up by. You don't have fog. It's a little cooler in the summer, maybe not much. Depends on the elevation, but yeah. If you were down in the valley and you couldn't see anything today, well, come on up to where the sunshine is.
That's right. Boy, that's the truth, huh?
All right. That's my sales pitch. I thought this was supposed to be news.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
He's going to be talking about rainbows and pots of gold.
Yes, here we go. And also, a little quick thing on San Andreas. Upcoming this weekend is the Arts Council plus the San Andreas Business Association are having a Sam Victorian Christmas to remember.
Yes, they are.
On 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Main Street in San Andreas, vendors, entertainment, children's activities, and the guy from the North Pole, a.k.a. Santa
Claus,
will liven up the San Andreas downtown area.
He's showing up everywhere.
He's
lately.
Busy.
He's been very busy.
He's very busy.
Very busy lately. Absolutely. And actually, that's our official news, isn't it?
Is that it? Is that the official news?
I think so. I thought that you were going to do the Big Trees Market Weekly ad.
One of the things I was going to mention, and Murphy's also on Friday night.
That's right. Their annual open house.
The annual open house. This is the night before San Andreas. Yes. Santa will be here too. He will be promenading with the children down Main Street. Main Street will be blocked off.
Yes.
Closed. And they'll have their tree lighting and
they'll be promenading.
And this is...
Is that even a word?
See, Should we pick on Modesto again?
Sure.
All right, let's pick on or Stockton, or it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's the valley, right?
Now, this is one of those times when you take a town like Murphy's with the old historic downtown. They block off the streets. They have an event like this. It's picturesque.
It is.
It is. I mean, it is
a slice
really.
of Americana.
It is. It's a slice of Americana, and come up for the evening. All the stores will be open till 8 p.m.
Yes.
So downtown Murphy's will be hopping. Santa will be marching.
That's right.
So, come on up.
And usually there are a gaggle of children in the parade as well.
A gaggle.
A gaggle.
And this event is sponsored by the Murphy's Business Association. And this is a hardworking group that puts on events like this, plus the Murphy's Irish Days Parade.
That's right.
And if you go into a town like Murphy's and you see, oh, this is such a quaint little vibrant town, it's
a lot
not
of
an
work.
accident. It's a work.
It is.
It's a lot of work.
It's a work in progress.
And for example, Michelle Plotnick, that heads it up, is tireless in her efforts
to promote Murphy's.
and other organizations around the area, including this Ebbets Pass Scenic Byway Association and everything else. And the COG, she's on the COG board, and I don't think she sleeps.
She may not.
Yeah,
she
may
be
not
one
sleep.
of those people who gets like 30 minutes and that's it.
There you go.
That recharges them. What's interesting about Murphy's, though, is if you have seen it even 20 years ago, it was a very different looking town than it is now. And it's fascinating to see how it's grown.
Yeah. And also on a little touch of a sad note, wanted to say that the memorial services have been set and announced for one of the men that passed away last Friday night, the Murphy's resident that passed away, Friday morning actually, in the accident on Highway 4. It will be held in the Napa area this weekend, but there's a nice little... The obituary is a nice little piece on his life and background, and anyway, just wanted to bring that up. So if you want to find out, because I know a lot of people were following that.
And the memorial service, just to repeat it, is I thought you had it right there.
I do. It is will be held at 2 p.m. Sunday, December 9th at the former Perry Vineyards at 1187 Green Valley Road in Napa. And Richard was also a cancer survivor, and the family wishes the memorial donation be made to the UCSF Cancer Medical Centers in San Francisco. So
there you go.
Sorry, we didn't mean to get depressing, but it was news, right?
It was news,
and those
exactly.
And our thoughts and prayers go out to the families that are grieving locally right now, and that's
exactly.
Should we talk about the women?
Sure. I have that story up, and then we just didn't.
We just skipped over it.
Well, look. Okay, can you make that picture bigger? So these are some of our illustrious women in the county.
All right.
Because this was at the Calaveras County Women's Network, their annual holiday bash.
Annual holiday bash.
This is the one I want you to make bigger.
There we go.
There we go. This is Supervisor Marita Calloway with her leopard stuff on. This is our Calaveras County's answer to Martha Stewart, Jenny Baxter. And this is Suki. And I was like, my mind just went like, she's from the Calaveras County Visitors Bureau. So you have...
And they were auctioning off Jenny's food.
3 high-powered women standing right there.
They were auctioning off Jenny's food.
Really?
Yeah.
Those romantic dinners?
I think so.
Okay.
And see, here's the women there. They were... I wonder if they had like a Calaveras County Guys Network.
You notice how he just stopped? He said they were, and then it just trailed off. About 100 women were at the party.
Yeah, but they don't
at Ironstone.
Would it be okay if men did the same thing?
They do.
If we just had a men's network.
They do.
Okay.
It's called the Rotary, right?
Well, there's women involved with that.
Not very many.
No, but
not very
ostensibly
many.
They're welcome.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's Jenny in action.
There's Jenny in action.
There's more
holiday photos.
Yes. But, yeah, they were auctioning off
There we
Jenny's
go.
food.
See, that's how I get in there.
All right, there we go. And should we spend a little bit of time on weather?
On
Because
weather?
we're just roaming all around. Well, let's
Before our
give
weather?
it a. Well, we better do a little bit of state and national stuff.
Yeah,
Huh?
let me do a little bit of state because these were sort of interesting state news snippets. Sacramento Bee, UCLA forecasts slow economy but no recession. Economists at the UCLA Anderson forecast that the damage from the housing market won't be enough to create a recession. The forecast, one of the most widely respected in the state, is in line with earlier predictions from UCLA, but acknowledges that things have gotten a little slower lately. And this is what I thought was interesting. This is from the Sacramento Bee. Capital leaders, past and present, look to the good old days.
The good old days.
How do you solve dysfunction, continual dysfunction, in the California legislature? Let them count the ways.
They're not lubricated enough, are
No,
they?
no. Former Government Pete Wilson recommended more booze. Former Assembly Speaker Willie Brown said more backroom dealings and less open government.
More backroom dealings.
Welcome to term limits.
There you
Thanks,
go.
Willie. Assembly Speaker Fabian Nunez, the subject of ethical questions over lavish campaign spending habits, said newspaper reporters need to temper their coverage.
Temper their coverage.
Oh, yes. In other words,
Back
don't
off
report
for
bad stuff.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, the big news nationally is another one of these public space killings, whether it's a school. This one's at a mall.
Yeah.
And this was the mall in back east. It is
Omaha,
Omaha, Nebraska. 9 people dead as of yet, more injured at the West Roads Mall, and this is just senseless. And then the shooter did take his own life in the end.
They typically do, don't they?
Yeah.
And as far as mortgage freeze plan, Bush is outlining a 5-year rate mortgage freeze plan to help people keep their houses.
So the arms wouldn't.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
The arms
would
wouldn't.
not extend.
He ain't moving.
Not at all. They're not moving. Absolutely not. Let's see. And young Europeans prefer internet to TV. And I also read a story just recently about how 18 to 35-year-olds do not watch televised news and also really don't watch very much television. So the advertisers and the regular media are having an interesting time trying to keep up with them.
And this is from the I don't understand this department.
Okay.
David Beckham fans are buying food scraps and chewed corn cobs just to have that getting close to David.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's really disgusting.
I admire people that are successful in any endeavor, but
selling your food?
Food scraps?
Or somebody's selling it. He probably is not.
Are cashing on his recent visit to New Zealand by trying to sell his food scraps and dirty dishes on the internet. Among the items put up for sale on the New Zealand website, Trade Me, are half-eaten corn cob, a nearly empty bottle of Coca-Cola, and a single French fry that has been close to the
soccer star
worshipped David Beckham. And
his wife, Miss Posh, is going out on tour with the Spice Girls.
And they're actually doing quite well.
They're doing very well.
Do you think any of those? Do you think anybody?
The tickets are all being sold out.
Do you think anybody cranked those tickets up on those first couple concerts?
Oh, I imagine they did.
It's the cynic in me.
I imagine they did. Welcome to Scalping 101.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Creating a shortage.
That's right.
I'm a cynic. I'm sorry. That's.
And by the way, did we tell you can get free Ironstone tickets to the silent movie on Friday if you call? What is it? 768?
768-3921.
3921.
And we won't even include a slightly soiled French fry or anything like that. You
will
get
be
free
pristine,
tickets.
clean, free tickets.
And a buffet. All right.
Weather. Arnold, weather.
In a good way.
In what?
We got weather.
We have weather in a good way.
We got stuff.
Thursday. In Arnold, 60% chance of rain likely with a high of 47 degrees. And Friday, 70% chance of rain of 43 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high of 42 degrees.
And in Bear Valley,
Ooh,
this is the forecast they've been waiting for. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 28, so they still have snow-making temps. And then tomorrow, 70% chance of, see, these are actually snowflakes.
That's right. Flakes.
Snowflakes.
Flakes.
And 70% chance, and Thursday night, 90% chance of snow on Thursday
Very
night.
nice.
An 80% chance on Friday. A 30% chance on Friday night, and then mostly sunny for opening day of the 2007-2008 season, and Sunday, clear and sunny. So it looks like it's really a nice forecast
for Bear Valley.
Yeah, you couldn't actually hope for anything better for opening weekend.
No, you couldn't.
At this stage of the game, right?
That's right.
Let's get her open. Let's get her.
That's right. Absolutely.
And I believe they're going to have reduced price lift tickets for opening day. Let me pull up let me hurry here,
Okay.
pull up the Bear Valley site.
Let me just tell you Murphy's weather while he's doing that. Thursday, 50% chance of rain, 58 degrees. Friday, 60% chance of rain with 54 degrees. So bring your rain gear when you go out to the Murphy's open house.
All right, limited terrain will be available this Saturday, and I guess from talking to their new, so we'll talk quick here, their new snowmaking czar, his theory is to, if you're going to, instead of just putting a thin coat over and trying to get stuff open, he wants to have it so the runs you do have open are a good skiing experience. So looks like Moke West, maybe a couple others, the runs that they will have open or should actually be in very good shape. So that's his theory. He wants to, so they may be limited terrain open, but the ones they do have open should be pretty good. The $20 adult teen and senior tickets, 13 to 74 for $20 for a ski lift ticket.
That's not bad.
Kids 12 and under ski free.
Oh,
ski free.
Very nice.
So since Sarah can get in on the 12 and under, since she looks so youthful, it's not going to happen for me.
Not going to happen.
But
not going to happen for either one of us.
yeah.
It's that web camera stuff.
Yeah.
Angels Camp weather. Thursday, 50% chance of rain with a high of 55 degrees. Friday, 60% chance of rain with 51 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny.
For our friends in Bangor, Maine, 30 degrees and 10, 27 and 8, 31 and 17, and 35 and 10.
Wow.
And Highway 4 is closed past Lake Alpine, and I'm guessing that this time it will be permanent. So
yes, I'm thinking it will.
We'll see you in May type of stuff on the other side, right?
That's right. That's right. Copperopolis weather. Thursday, chance of rain, 55 degrees. Friday, chance of rain, 54 degrees. And Saturday, sunny, high of 54 degrees. And did you go? Yes, you did. Let's see. Valley
What did I do?
Springs. I was about to say, did you go to to Bangor, Maine?
And
then I
we're
realized. Yeah, let me see if I can get Valley
We'll go
Springs.
quick. We'll go quick. We may cut off, but thank you very much. Have a good night. As Sarah, we'll talk our way out.
A while. Hello.
Go Valley Springs.
Go. Hello. 55 degrees Thursday, Friday 55 degrees, Saturday 55 degrees, rain and chance of rain Thursday and Friday.
Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow night for our weekend update entertainment edition.
That's
we'll
right.
tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Good night.